Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up, Sean?
It's Sunday, and we have a very, very special guest.
What? Where?
Like short bus special or?
Thomas, duck down. I think he's behind you. Hey, Thomas, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm cool, guys. How are you guys doing?
Good. This is very exciting. So this is going to be our second collab review, but this one's going to be on our channel. The first one we did all Green City. No, it was Green City All Stars. All Green City All Stars.
Green City All Stars.
Yeah. This one's a little bit lower in ABV,
which is a good thing.
Yeah, I think so, especially for a Sunday afternoon. So for those of you that don't know Thomas, he has a awesome beer tube channel. He's part of the Dutch Beer Collective, so definitely check them out. We're going to link to them down in the notes, and then we'll kind of do the plugs and all that awesome stuff at the end.
Cool.
So what do we have here? Let's let the guest tell us what we have, because
Oh,
you
wow.
watched the video.
Yeah. Well, what we have here is a brew by the Alchemist. We've got. I'm trying to get this in frame. It's their Sterk Wit. Yeah, that's actually a Dutch pronunciation.
I just wanted him to pronounce it like that. That's why I had him do it.
There you go. So this is a Belgian-style double wit. So this is actually pretty interesting because it's 7% ABV, and usually these wit beers, these wheat ales, these Belgian styles, they're usually around 5 to 5.5% ABV. So for this double style, which is really kind of unique, because honest to God, I don't think I've ever had a double wit before.
Other than this one, I don't know. Mike, have you? I'm trying to think of
I'm not really sure.
I can't think.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't have that many like wit beers in general. I mean,
Yeah.
I really like them, but they're not like super common around here.
Yeah, and for me, it's the other way around. They're super common, and I just don't drink them that much.
Yeah,
I
that sounds.
love them. If they were available more, I'd drink way more of them. Like,
agreed. They're actually pretty damn good.
yeah.
Once like the Allagash wit, like that's just a staple. Like we get that all the time. You get it.
Yeah,
Not
no,
just
but
one gold again at GABF.
Yeah, but like if you think about like the breweries around here in general, I mean, like all the ones we go to, it's not like wheat beers are coming out all the time. You know.
And for some weird reason, you keep falling back to the IPAs, the stouts, the wild ales, and you keep forgetting about those, those lovely wheat ales, the wit beers. Yeah. And it's just one of those, especially in the summer, it's one of the best beer drinking beers there is.
Yeah, I think also like it's a little bit chilly today, so I think we should open this though. It's a little bit chilly today. It's like a 50s fallish weather, but I think this would be a very good. Oh, geez. Okay. Did yours explode too?
Oh yeah, mine's coming. No, not that bad, but it's coming out there.
And we all have matching Spiegelau wit glasses. Oh, there's some chunks in there.
Oh yeah, it's chunky.
Whoa,
chunky monkey.
Can you see it? No, not really.
Oh, that last pour is incredibly hazy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Look at that. I think
this is better than ours.
I think if we had to pick who looks
color-wise, it's sort of like in between mine and Mike.
Yeah, as what it looks like really in person. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but that looks gorgeous though. That has a lovely haze to it.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's almost glowing under the light. It's just refracting the light very beautifully.
Oh yeah, and a very thick, fluffy head to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the quick picture taking for the
Instagram.
Bullshit,
you know what? I'll do the same.
Because we need to keep up with the Instagrams.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
Oh yeah, we're the hipsters and everything. When it comes to that.
Mike posted to the Nerdsense account the other day, so don't laugh at us, Mike. You actually got more likes, I think, in the last week than any of the other posts I made. So, but then again, I think Baby Yoda was part of that.
I think so too.
Can I just, by the way, really say that this can art is, I don't know, that can art just
it's simple but works.
Being Dutch and all that orange, this just screams fantastic to me. Orange is the Dutch color, royal color, by the way.
Oh, that makes sense then. Okay, I can see why you would like that then.
So yeah,
one thing about Alchemist in general is all the can art is very simple and very elegant. Always, there's never much to to write home about, but it always works for whatever you're drinking, you know.
Yep.
Especially
Yeah, except for maybe like the heady and the focal, though they have that elaborate art. It's one specific artist. I forgot his name, but that stuff really, you know, pops. But other than that, it's just so simple and generic in a good way. You know, like simple, generic in a good way. You got the hops, you got the color, and it's there and it's lovely. And
it's all over my table.
Yeah.
which is why I just muted, because I was trying to clean up with some paper. Should we get a nose?
Yeah, definitely. Let's go for it.
I love this glass. Oh man.
Oh, it's a fantastic. That's.
We should talk about the glass for a second too, but it's all right.
Yeah, but the glassware, we have to get to that because I have a nickname for this glass.
Yes, we will.
Wow.
It's got.
I mean, it smells. It does smell like orange juice. You know what I mean?
It does.
Like that wafting juice notes.
It does, and it has that. This is very interesting because I have access to a lot of those typical Belgian yeast-driven beers. So this is American-born, but this really has that typical Belgian yeast esters into it. This is very if this was mystery beer, I would have definitely guessed this as Belgian brewed.
Yeah, it does have those fruity esters you get out of a lot of those Belgian beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the little bit of a cloviness kind of going on.
Definitely.
Not as much so as some other wits I've had, but this one, it's definitely there. But I think the orange is kind of overpowering a lot of it, which is not a bad thing.
No. And actually, the orange to me sort of gives it its own character, because a lot of the times, like with the Belgian have some, it's usually more lemon forward for me than I can recall. Yep. And it's the clove and the banana are sort of like major components. This is, those things are there, but the orange is really kind of the dominant flavor.
Yep.
What are you going to say, Thomas?
Well, you know what, this, first of all, about that orange, from what, if I remember correctly, a few days ago, I watched the YouTube video on the Alchemist channel where they were talking about this beer. First of all, it being can conditioned, so no forced carbonation. Everything here is can conditioned. The second was that, if I remember correctly, this doesn't use dry Curaçao orange peel. This is fresh.
Oh, nice.
And if it's fresh, you can tell the difference. There, the dried stuff usually has sort of like a musky, like a dusty aroma, and this is much more intense, much more fresh, much more vibrant.
Vibrant,
and
perfect.
That citrusy, clovey thing going on. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Christmas.
Oh, interesting. I can almost see it, almost like a Christmas beverage, a Christmas morning. Christmas morning.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, that's actually a very good way to put it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have pulled that, but I can see where he's coming from. Yeah.
And I'm a Christmas nut, and I didn't even think of that.
And it really does look like orange juice.
Oh yeah, it 100%.
I mean, look at that.
I'm just looking at.
You guys want to dive in?
Yeah, I want to dive in really badly. Yeah, let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers, guys, and thanks for sending me this beers, guys.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for joining.
You're welcome.
I mean, that's just fucking beautiful. Honestly, it's so wow. It's so nicely balanced because there's a major fruit component, but I wouldn't call this like juicy, even though the fruit and orange is so up there. But it's just so like lovely.
Lovely is a good way to put it.
It's interesting to me that the it's still very fruity, but in the palate, it's like that sort of spice clove component is much more potent than it was in the nose, balancing out a lot more with that fruit than it did in the nose. And it has that the wheat, oddly enough, gives it that lovely mouthfeel.
Yep.
And of course, the slightly higher ABV makes it work, makes it a little bit more cloy. It's not very astringent though, and for a wheat beer, I'd expected a little bit more astringency, and it's actually quite mild and pleasant and soft and smooth and just, I love this word, but this is quaffable. which is dangerous with 7% ABV.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think like the Alchemist, just regardless of the style they do, they usually always kind of just hit the nail on the head. Like they never really miss. Like they can just do multiple different styles and not have to, and just you're always going to be in a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like in a big way, Alchemist is slept on by a lot of people, and I think sometimes they're like people kind of think of them as like the old guard, and I love them. I think every time I'm up there, I'm always happy with everything I come home with. I think they do at least many of the older styles extremely well. Like I said, there's no breweries around here that, I mean, at least the ones I go to, that you can get a really good hef. I mean, does Trillium do a hef that I'm missing? Them, I can't think.
They have, but they don't do it regularly. No.
Yeah. So like, in Treehouse, I mean, they don't have one that's like regularly available that I can think of. It's just, they're not that. It's not a style that like it seems that the local breweries around here kind of, you know, rely on anyway. And like Sterkwit or whatever that guy pronounces it, like is such a it's one of the beers that like when I'm going to Alchemist that I'm hoping to see on the menu every time I go, you know.
I
get that. Yeah, I get that, because you know what's funny. This is my fourth Alchemist beer, because you guys send like a shitload of them.
Thanks, Sean.
Yep. And were there any more in the box, or was this the last one? Right? I'm trying to think.
I still have one more Static Wit, and I still have one Luscious left.
But no other style.
No
right?
other
Okay. Yeah.
different ones. But the thing is, you know, heady, vocal, and luscious. Were they the tastier beers to me? Yes. But this one's much more interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this is like that classic, you can't, pardon my French, but you can't fuck around with it kind of style. If you want to make a Vit beer, you need to make a Vit beer. And you can't say, I'm making a style that's classic, but I'm going to mess around with it and it's going to be perfect. No, you want to be spot on. And to me, as a guy who can really get a lot of Vit beers everywhere, like the Belgian and Dutch brewed Vit beers, I can honest to God tell you, this is one of the most yeast-driven Vit beers I've had in quite a while.
And that's the beauty of wit beers too. So that's saying something for sure.
This is fucking spectacular. Yeah, I could drink cases.
Sort of, just to be clear here, mine's actually like cellar temp. I couldn't find anything in my fridge. I don't know what it's in there, but I have so many beers. I moved around for like a few minutes. I'm like, I'm already too late. Yeah, so grab one from the cellar.
Mine's relatively cold and it warmed up, but you definitely have the same batch, right? Just doesn't matter. We were all loving it. Okay.
Oh yeah. But I was nervous that it was gonna be not that palatable, and it's like really fucking good.
It's insane.
As it warms, it just gives you this like the orange gets like almost orange rindy too going on with it, like more of like the rind and like the pithiness of it. Like obviously because it's brewed with the peels, right? But yeah, it's just this lovely. And as it warmed for me, as it was cold, it kind of did have a little bit more like the finish wasn't as clean, but as it warmed, the way the finish kind of goes and kind of dissipates, it just makes you want to keep going back for more. And given that at 7%, that's slightly dangerous.
This is very dangerous because this is as easily drinkable as a 4.5% Vit beer, because you don't get any of that. I mean, it's not comparable to that Green City All Stars that we did, where we were all how is this 11% ABV? But still, how is this 7% ABV?
Yeah. No, it is extremely just what's the word you use? Quaffable. Just it's a great beer. If I go up there by myself, I leave with a case of this, because I didn't go and I asked Sean to get me beer. I couldn't ask him for full cases of everything I wanted, because I
would have gotten you a case. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to fit it, but yeah.
No, I don't think you would be able to. So, but it's one of those beers that I don't miss out on if when they have it. And it's not they don't have it all the time. It's not like when they're extremely regular offerings, but it's a beer that I don't like to miss out on.
Agreed.
I understand completely. This is definitely one of the best wit beers / wheat ales I've had in quite a while. It's magnificent, and I don't understand that when you check Untapped. I don't understand that the rating for this is as low as it is.
What's the rating?
You want me to quickly check?
Yeah, I'm checking because I have a bottle of Sterk wit. It's bottle conditioned, but I think it's like a special version of it. So I'm just trying to see what it is.
I just checked in the generic version for it.
Oh, they added a touch of Brett in bottle condition in the summer. That I can. Oh. That's going to be something fun to try.
But did you check what this one's getting?
No, let me check it now. Or are you already there?
This and a little bit of Brett could do wonders.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. Brett is one of those just magical.
89, yeah, that's very good. I have a feeling like a lot of people like just like I don't know, poo on styles nowadays that aren't juice bombs.
Exactly.
So I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this isn't. But this is like this could be considered like this could be right up somebody's alley who first originally didn't like regular IPAs and now they like hazy IPAs. This has bitterness. It has that juice quality. Like it's a normal person that only likes haze, I think would really like this.
Yeah, I feel like this would be something that like oh, I don't like hefts. This would be the heft you could sort of get into first because it is so orange forward. Because the fruit component is a really major piece instead of it being like I said before. You get sort of the fruity esters. You get the clove, the banana, and you get a little bit of lemon. This is very orange forward. It's very much. It should be appealing to those who are into the fruit forward sort of IPAs.
Yeah, and then it appeals to beer nerds like us. Yeah, that's perfect.
Sorry, no, but this is good stuff, man. This is good stuff, and I mean, being Dutch, like for us, the Alchemist. When we think of Alchemist, we think of heady, we think of vocal. You know, I said this in the review that I did. For me, one of the biggest whales ever is Luscious, but this proves to me that Alchemist is so much more than just heady and vocal. And I'm grateful for them to have had this reputation built on those two beers because that got them recognition, and then people gonna try more and they realize that their best brews are beyond heady, are beyond vocal. This is one of the best wit beers I've had in a while. Luscious is my favorite stout so far this year, and the year is nearly over. Alchemist, just for me, really ranks as one of the top brewers in the world, and I've only had 4 beers of them. Go figure.
Sean, when you went, what did I ask you to bring home for me?
Luscious and Sterk wit.
Not heady, no vocal. I like the beers. Don't get me wrong, but Luscious and Sterk wit are my favorite beers they make.
Yeah,
I get it. I totally freaking get it.
And they're so cheap, and it just makes you think like, how do other breweries charge what they do? Like all their 4-packs are like $12-13. Even like Luscious is the same price as this. Luscious is the same price as heady or focal at the brewery. It's mind-boggling. Like I just don't get like how other breweries can look you in the face and say we're charging $22 for a 4-pack, but Alchemist is up there in Vermont charging $12.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Is the
using real orange peels. Like,
yep, and the last time I made the run up there, you asked me to get you. I mean, I brought it back a shitload of beer between Reed. It was a lot.
It was so cheap.
It was so cheap. Reed sent me. I think he asked for maybe a case and a half of beer, and he sent me $200, not realizing that it was going to be like $112. Yeah. Like it was because he's used to Trillium, and like their stuff is routinely $22 for a 4-pack.
I totally get. Well, you guys were saying in chat at one point, like you need to visit a few spots when you come over, and I realize now this is. I mean, I'm assuming, of course, COVID. Just forget about COVID for just a few seconds. I'm assuming that they have a tap room, right?
No.
No? Because I live there. If this was on tap there, I'd live there.
No, when you go in, it's actually quite small. There's a couple of tables, but like you can taste a few things. Like they have a small glass. You can like there's 2 or 3 things, usually heady focal and maybe one other thing that you can taste, and then there's some merch, and then there's another section where you go buy stuff, and there's not a tap room.
Yeah, there's usually it's always heady focal are on, and then a third beer. But you get like the regular, like they give you a real glass, and you just go up, they fill it like a good amount, and you have that, and you go back up, get your third every second, and then go back up and get your third, and then buy your stuff.
They don't charge it.
Yeah,
they don't charge for any of it.
I always what they what
they don't charge you. No,
enough for the samples. No, dude, Kimmich is a good person.
Yeah, he's a solid person.
We were talking about that right before you came on. Sean and I were talking about that. His videos on YouTube. This is like the most legit beer tuber out there.
Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't bullshit around. This guy is like
super
totally
genuine.
honest.
Dude, Sean and I, we used to share these videos back like years ago. Like we share his videos back and forth. And there's a thing like whenever he's looking at his beer, he pours it. He just goes cross-eyed looking at it, like it's getting him. Like he takes a sip, and it's always just like
that.
Cross-eyed. Yeah,
he's so genuinely happy. Yeah. He's like, look at what I made. Look at what I created, and that So funny thing today, which you can sort of get in like the same ballpark, but yeah, but no. You guys ever heard of Schneider Weisse?
Yeah.
I've loved
you guys know they're Aventinus, right?
Yeah. Mike, you know this. You would know. It's Carrie's favorite favorite German beer. It's in the orange bottle, but then it has the, not orange, purple label.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always pronounce it. I pronounce it wrong whenever I call it Avenidas.
Aventinus.
Yeah. I always pronounce it wrong. I'm an idiot.
That's like my go-to Christmas beer.
Oh, dude, I love that beer so much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my Christmas beer. I always have. There's a few beers I need to have every Christmas, and I did just order one today. The can that I still have of this, I'm gonna save for Christmas. I mean, 2 months. It should be
100%.
Shelf stable.
Yep.
The idea of just this on like the early afternoon on a Christmas day when you just had your like Christmas brunch thingy, when you had like your whatever, and it's Christmas, and it's that vibe, and then you get the clove, you get the sweetness, you get the orange, you get the happy, you get the happy. This is the happy. This beer is happy, and that's what Christmas is.
Yep. No, I agree. 100%.
Fuck it, whatever.
Mike's not a big Christmas person, but man, yeah. I love Christmas so much. And I have my Christmas beers too. I think we need to have like a whole other Christmas we need to have multiple live streams of different topics, Christmas being one of them.
Let's do it. I always do a few Christmas beers right before Christmas comes up. I do a few, Christmas beer reviews things. But we should do like the night before Christmas live stream or whatever, and we just have Christmas beers and we talk about them.
We do our holiday special every year. We usually do it. Sometimes it's in the beginning of December. Sometimes it's near the closer to Christmas, depending on when we can. And then we'll have every year we open up a bottle of so Trader Joe's. I don't know if you have Trader Joe's in the Netherlands, do you?
Trader Joe's, yeah.
Okay, and they contract brew with Unibrew, the Canada brewery that does Le Fin de Monde. Is it Le Fin? Le Fin de Monde. And then they brew like a Christmas beer every year with like spices, like as a strong ale with spices. And like we'll always get the newest. Well, Mike will always get the newest one. We'll open that up, and maybe we'll if we have older ones, we'll then do like a small little vertical. And then I try to bring as many Christmas beers as possible, just to kind of get everyone in the spirit. But yeah, we should definitely do that. Usually we start late-ish though, like 6, which I don't know how late that is your time though.
It's like I think it's 3 days later in the afternoon.
If you're talking at 6 p.m., that's like midnight for me. But dude, whatever, man. I'm game. I can do this shit.
Yeah, we usually have Kyle join, and we'll do like a joint. Like, what were your top 10 beers of 2020? Matt will sometimes pop in. We've been doing it every year for the last 3-4 years, I think.
Sounds like 4, man. 4.
We exchange gifts, like we'll exchange gifts in person first. I don't know how we're gonna do it this year. We're gonna figure it out. I don't know if there's gonna be a blizzard outside or not, but
man, we'll just figure this out.
yeah, definitely.
We need to make that work.
Yeah. Well, we're at 26 minutes, which for 3 people on a Nerdsense episode, I'm not surprised at all.
But this is more than just a review. This is a discussion of like a lot of things. This is
100%.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a special Dutch episode in English.
Well, down in the comments, if you've had Sterk, what you think of it? Have you had the previous batch recently to know the difference between, fresh oranges and the can condition? Did you notice a big difference? Let us know. Thomas, where can we find you?
You can find me on Thomas Opent. Just Google that, YouTube that. Thomas Opent on YouTube. Thomas, my name.
I'll put it right here somewhere.
Thank you very much, because that's so much more easy, because we live in the 21st century, so that should work.
Yeah, it'll go someplace in this area. I don't know where it is. It'll be there though. And then the link down in the description. And again, Thomas, thanks for fucking joining. This was awesome.
Yeah, thanks for sending me this beer, guys. This was awesome. This is a treat. This is more than what I expected. And wow.
Do you guys have the same amount of floaties too in the bottom of yours right now?
Oh, dude, mine looks like a bowl of cereal at the bottom.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, definitely got a lot of floaties in there.
Yeah. All right.
Yours is a lot worse though. I got floaties, but yours is wow.
But anyways, nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if those are your things. Check out Thomas, and I'm Sean.
I'm Mike.
I'm Thomas.
And this is Nerdsense.
This is Nerdsense.